There are more than 83 million people living with disabilities in China. Most are taken care of by family members, which often create a great financial burden. But the situation is expected to gradually improve as social care centers are springing up across the country to alleviate some of the worries. Li Ying reports.
For many living with disabilities, a family's life is sometimes all that one has. Latest figures from the China Disabled Persons Federation show that the average income of households with a family member living with a disability is only half of the national average. But these families are forced to spend twice as much for medical care for their disabled loved ones.
In cities, about 40% of disabled people totally rely on their families. In rural areas, the proportion is high as 76%. And usually, it's a case of cradle-to-grave dependence. This causes a huge burden on their families and society, and is becoming a serious social issue.
Cities like Guangzhou may not have all the solutions, but are implementing programs that is giving hope to many. 39-year-old Liang Junsheng was born with serious brain damage and has been confined to a wheelchair ever since. His family caters to all his needs and does their best to keep him happy. But his parents couldn't be there all the time. With no other option, they sent him to a newly opened care center for the disabled. Not long after the move, Junsheng has become more social and has gradually learned to take care of himself. He has even mastered some simple computer skills.
In the past, his body was very stiff and his hands and feet were very clumsy. When we were not at home, only his 90-year-old grandmother could look after him. If he fell to the floor, he had to stay there until we came back to help him sit up. We were constantly worried, but now we are much more relaxed.
Nearly 500 people with disabilities live at the same care center with Liang. Most live with serious mental or physical disabilities. Some are even unable to eat by themselves. But all seem to be benefiting from the center's tailor-made rehabilitation programs.
You see, because of his severe disability, this boy can't even grasp or hold things properly. We made this desk specifically for children like him. The top of the desk is formed by long wooden bars, so that he can hold on to the bars and do all kinds of movements safely.